In how is it going, everyone? Welcome to I Wanna Follow the World. This is an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game that it's pretty much the first one that I played in like 10 months easily. So it's supposed to be an adventure fan game that is relatively high quality. So I mean, to get back to fan games, I wanted to play one that at least was relatively highly esteemed. But apparently it's gonna be a little bit hard, and I mean not extremely hard, but oh, you even have difficulty. Yeah, no, I prefer normal. Yeah, it even says there the intended way to play. Yeah, let's get it. Okay, so well, I changed the controls because I don't use the arrows and Z and shift. I use WASD and the numpad. You also have NPCs in this game. I don't come from here. Well, clearly, no. 5 to advance, okay. Can press shift to jump. Release it early, yeah. Okay. Well, it teaches you how to play fan games. I also, just in case, connected my controller, because this game has controller support. But also the fact that it has bosses, so for bosses playing controller might be easier than keyboard. But yeah, right now I'm playing with keyboard. Yeah, I don't really mind playing either way. Is that Altaria? That is Altaria. These platforms are very interesting to me. Oh, it's talking about the Edge-shaped runes. Those secrets? Yeah, he's talking about those platforms that you can jump from below. They are weird platforms, yeah. So edge-shaped runes. I don't see any right now. Unless you mean that thing on the... Oh, nice. That thing on the top. What is Altaria doing here? Yeah. I don't see any reason. Oh, you want me to shoot this? No. Oh, why are you telling me to shoot? I mean, need to start getting used to the movement a little bit more. Because, you know, as I said, it's been 10 months since I played a fan game, so even basic movement is something that I can struggle a little bit with. Still not seeing any edge-shaped runes, but I mean, if they are a secret, I probably shouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, secrets in these games, I usually don't pay that much attention to them, though I guess it depends on the fan game. Because in some fan games, you have secrets that give you access to new screens and stuff like that. Whatever runes that NPC was talking about, Wait, what's this? Is that where I came from? Yeah, it is. Glad I figured it out. Weird that you don't have anything stopping you from doing this, though. Unless you want me to do that on purpose. Maybe there is a place to access from here. No, I don't think that's the case. So I think this is one of those games where it only counts deaths when you actually die, but not when you restart. Not like the death counter matters anyways. So it would be nice to remove that thing on the top. Maybe there is an option in the options to remove it. Like, I'm not really interested on seeing that information. Wait, yeah, that was a trap, because that's the beginning of the game. I got trolled. Wait, if I'm not... Well, I also got trolled there. No, you're supposed to go right. The other two places are trolls. What's this yellow thing? Okay, it removes that. I guess now it's not a troll any longer. Still not seeing any of those edge runes that NPC was talking about. Huh? I don't think I was supposed to do that. And maybe I shouldn't pay too much attention to edge runes. Maybe they are not that important. That's the beginning. It seems that the whole game is also connected, right? You go to one place, but the place that you came from is still there. What does that say? The fitnessgram pacer test is a... Huh? Wait, what does that mean? That's supposed to be like an inner show? I mean an inside show. No, but I think that, yeah, those messages there are just supposed to be, you know, joke messages in general. Okay, so if you go too high there, you die. Gotta remember that. Assuming that... Oh, I almost forgot to say. Okay, what happens if I go up here? Oh, it seems that going up here is just dead. It's one of those screens where outside kills, and that's it. Like outside kills. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, and you're supposed to use that thing also to fall down there. Can I make that fast enough? Doesn't really look like it. Well, actually, you just need to land on the platform. You don't really need to make it when the platform is at the bottom. And it's the same logic as this block falling here. It took too long again. Like, I'm taking my sweet time on the moving platforms. They're not supposed to do that. That's more like it. Okay. Then just land down here, right? Okay. This save is worthless, right, guys? What? Oh, you need this thing. Got it? I'm very tempted in places like that to check what's like below this, but it's basically the same thing that you already seen, guys. It's not like it's any different when it comes to the places that you've been. They are still there. This one you also need to do it quickly. Okay. Oh, we have gravity reversals. I'm not a fan of this gimmick at all. Yeah. These NPCs are supposed to be about... like, they are tutorial NPCs. Well, so far. Maybe there's gonna be a tutorial later on that will troll you. Nothing here, huh? It seems that we reached the limits of the stage, which means that I predict a warp nearby. By limits, I mean essentially the upper limit and the rightmost limit. It's so hard for me to follow reverse gravity. It's a very common gimmick in a lot of fan games, but I don't like it. I never like it. It's just very confusing to me. Like, I obviously understand it, but what's confusing is following the reverse gravity, which is the idea, but yeah, not a fan. Ooh, that's nice school. I don't know how that jump there. Am I supposed to do that? It's like a very weird corner jump. Unless you want me to fall. No, you want me to go back, like to there and then up the platform. Though I'm assuming that that corner jump is possible. If you're a speed runner, you probably want to do that. I'm no speed runner though. Gotta be careful not to hit your head in the jump. So pretty funny the physics it has for dying. Oh, hold up, let me check something. No, it's fine. Okay, so I was about to say, there were some fun games that, well, I don't know if it was a fun game, but remember some games that, you know, at the very least, well, it happened with Wings of B, that the main menu looked fine, but the moment that you enter in the game, it doesn't get captured by OBS. No, that's not the case here. Still haven't seen a single edge rune, by the way. No, not even one. I don't even know how they look like. Like, all I heard from that NPC is that it's an edge rune, whatever that means. You can save at any save point regardless of its orientation. Doesn't work like that everywhere, but it works like that here. Well, that is true. In most fun games, if you are in a gravity that is not the same as the save point, you cannot possibly save. It's magic here, I guess. Okay. Want to go here and then what? Like here. Okay. Nice. You gotta touch this one, right? Well, no. Doesn't seem like it reacts if you are in that gravity, but where else could I go here? Oh, see, this is why I don't like a gravity reversal. Because a jump like that with normal gravity would have been obvious. But without normal gravity, it's the kind of jump I wouldn't think of doing. Because I simply don't see myself as being like on the right spot. But yeah, I was on the right spot to do the jump. Wonder how many different phrases, well, not only phrases, because it's also images, are for game over text. Okay, so I'm supposed to hit that button. This one. Okay. So like the animation of the save points. Pretty cool. Okay. They did that for absolutely no reason. Oh, I want to jump into the platforms, okay. I'm sorry, the reverse gravity really throws me off. Things that might seem obvious are not that obvious to me here. Oof, that's hard. Okay. Well, that's hard. I mean, it really isn't. It's just the reverse gravity that makes it seem harder than it is. I hope that the reverse gravity is only the gimmick for the first stage, but it might as well not be. I don't know, a lot of people really like reverse gravity. I don't. I certainly do not. It says it's skill issue. Oh, that's how to say, what's that? That's supposed to be Sisyphus, right? Or whatever you pronounce his name. Basically the guy that pushes the boulder up the mountain for the sake of it. Which is pretty much what playing I Wanna Be the Guy fangames is at the end of the day. We're just doing very hard stuff just for the sake of it. Because you feel like it, no one is forcing you. Oof, okay, that little movement wasn't easy, but it's not even over yet. So, wait, what am I supposed to do? You want me to go up? I guess? Yeah, okay. Well, and that's a warp. So we're gonna see the first boss. Correct, then Tornado Man. These are the patterns just like in Mega Man 9. I don't particularly remember this song being from Mega Man 9. That was easy. No, actually, Tornado Man from actual Mega Man 9 is slightly harder than that. Oh, it's from 2000, it's it. I knew I recognized that song from somewhere. 2000 it's it is an indie game that is supposed to be based on Mega Man X, but it's a roguelike. I recommend it, it's a good game. It also has a sequel, 3000 It's, though I don't really recommend that one. But 2000 It's is it's a very cool game. Oh. I'm supposed to be in charge of guarding this passageway, but it's all flooded. Okay, so it's gonna teach you about water. So here it seems that there is a clear differentiation between regular water and refreshing water. Well, in fact, the game is very smart. Well, the creator is very smart for putting this here. This here essentially means that you're supposed to double jump to get out of it. So the game tells you, well, this specific water lets you double jump. That's very well done. Like, not a lot of fun game makers do that. When there is a new gimmick making you figure out how to do it. Wait, where am I supposed to go from here? Oh, down here. And that's something that I cannot blame reverse gravity for. This cave is full of dangerous fruits. Huh. They are cherries according to the original creator. As he says, doesn't matter what they are, guess they'll kill you anyways. So, if there was supposed to be a secret in the previous stage, I didn't see it. Unless they were joking when they say when you see a rune with an edge, like maybe it was a reference to whatever character was talking. Yes, I didn't see any rune there, and I'm certainly not seeing any rune here. So I wonder about that. A little bit scared. You know that in Delicious Fruit, this game is rated as a 60 of difficulty. The fact that it's starting out so innocent makes me afraid for what might be about to come. I wasn't supposed to come here, then I was supposed to hit the button. Hit that button down there. So that's... Wait, am I? No, that button was for the other place. Was it? Or maybe it's for here too? It's for there, never mind. My bad. We have two. Well, yeah, unfortunately this is another one of my least favorite mechanics in fun games, which is vines. The thing about vines is that you're supposed to hold the the jump button, and you release it to jump out, and that also requires you sometimes to like hold your jump. Even here, like here you don't need to jump to get out, but you need to hold it so that way when you know, release it, you have another jump available. It's that sort of thing that it's so extremely... That's weird. That is so extremely unintuitive, but it's something that is not a thing of this game. I mean, it's something that's in the original I Wanna Be the Guy. I really wish it wasn't, but it is. It's there on the original. What do we have here? Dead end? Yeah, I mean, I can clearly see the switch. I don't think I needed a tutorial for that. Maybe the people that were testing didn't know. I mean, you never know. As a creator, you don't know what things might not be obvious. So maybe for the testers, that switch up there wasn't obvious. I don't know. It seems pretty obvious to me, though. Oh wait, how did I reach it the first time? Because now I'm struggling. I did it so easy the first time. Apparently not anymore. I lost my touch. Okay, there you go. So that opens this up. Ah, that sucks. This is actually not an easy checkpoint, I will say. It's not like it's extremely hard. Requires a little bit of precision. Also, the vines here, I mean, I already knew by the screenshots in Delicious Fruit that this game was gonna have vines. Is the main reason why I'm playing this with keyboard. Doing vines with controller absolutely sucks. But I'm keeping the controller in case a hard boss shows up, because I'm pretty sure that spamming against bosses is easier in controller. Damn, I keep failing that. Hey, if the bosses are like Tornado Man, it shouldn't be a problem. That champ is legitimately hard, and it's not even the last one. You have then... Well, those are not hard, the ones that come afterwards, but... That's a fucked up champ. And another thing about that champ is that I'm pretty sure it also will be harder on controller. Because anything that requires you to quickly switch between left and right, it's definitely harder on controller. I mean, it depends on what controller you use, but if you use the D-pad of any modern controller, the left and right are mutually exclusive. So going from left to right on a controller is way harder than on a keyboard. Well, even if you use an analog, that's also true, that left and right are mutually exclusive. Okay. How about we do this champ? Oh, I can. Also, how is it going, Wasabi? Yeah, this is on Renet's engine. It showed up when I double-clicked it, and it showed a loading screen that said, well, Renet's engine. Precisely. Correct. It seems like a pretty cool engine, because I'm assuming that a lot of the things... Well, I don't know how many things come from the engine and which ones the author actually put there, but... I like, for example, the controller and the keyboard support. Well, the fact that the warps have animations. Well, the save also having animation. Well, that one probably was from the creator himself. That being said, this champ is absolutely fucking me up, you know? I'm actually getting obliterated by that champ. And that is not something that I can blame vines on, because the vines here are irrelevant to that champ that is killing me. Unless I'm doing something wrong, but I don't think I am. It's basically as it's advertised. You fall here, double jump here, and steer right. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, it's just that I'm not doing it fast enough. Maybe I'm just washed up. That's implying I was ever good at fun games. Not really. You gotta keep in mind that I'm pretty sure that the hardest fun game I beat is still Boshi. Well, I guess it depends. It's not another needle game, I remember it costing me a lot, but if I replay that game now, I don't know if it will cost me that much. Maybe it still will. Yeah, I don't think I played a harder game than Boshi. harder fun game than Boshi, I mean. And we can finally say goodbye to that checkpoint. I don't believe it. I thought I was gonna be there for the rest of the stream. Not really, but... Oh, we're talking... Okay, I'm a little bit scared here. I guess this guy is talking about Champa lines. Which is something that tends to be required in very hard fun games. And it seems that it might be required here too. The problem is that I don't know anything about alliance aside from, well, the basic way they work, right? Like essentially, well, for whoever might not know, the kid moves 3 pixels at a time, so that means that any pixel in between those 3 corresponds to a different align that he normally cannot access by walking, but he can access by running into a wall. Because basically when you run into a wall, you are not really gonna go 3 pixels to the side if the wall is closer than 3 pixels, so when you stop at the wall, you start at a completely different align, and that align can make some jumps easier. The problem is that, yeah, to know what align is the best one in any certain situation, unless the game tells you, it's something that requires quite a lot of experience in platforming in this game. In fun games in general, I mean. So I don't have that experience. This isn't any of the regular jumps, so the usual align knowledge wouldn't work. Well, that too, I guess. Because yeah, that's the other thing. Most of that experience comes from repeated jumps that appear in many fun games, but it's a jump that is not very usual. Well, obviously it doesn't really matter. Unless you saw that specific one in another fun game. But yeah. What do we have here? Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't think saving here makes any difference. The thing about switches in fun games is that they are not remember on save. It's not like they cannot. Like if the author really wants to, you can make a switch be remember after death, or rather after saving, right? But yeah, that's not the way it works here. What is up with this game over screens? The author wanted to put a lot of stuff in there. I mean, it's a funny thing. Not particular of that brand of humor, but I'm sure for whoever it is funny. But regardless of if it's funny or not, you can definitely tell it has effort. I wouldn't put that much effort on a game over screen, that's for sure. A gate jump. Many blessings? Where are my blessings? That didn't seem like a blessing. Oh, and here we have enemies. Wait, what red stripes? Well, I guess not these ones. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to be pacifist here, but I guess. Oh, those with the red stripes will shoot. I sure hope that the red stripes are not in their arms. I don't really know. Oh, you mean in the hat? Like that one? Yeah, okay. Sure, but that's a little bit hard to recognize. It's a funny sound. I like how you getting hit by a spike has you explode into a gory mess, but this guy just gets shot with a gun and it's like, ow. Nice. You don't even need to shoot them that much either. Oh, I didn't see that one having... Yeah, I feel like I would have put the identifier for who shoots a lot more easy to see, because you can tell there is a red stripe, but it's on the hat. It's not that easy to see. So we can go back to... No, actually, need to land where that horizontally flying guy is here. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me save. For some jumps, you might need to avoid bonking your head on the ceiling. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Ow. Here there will be a couple of ows. Actually, there is 5. No, 6. 6 of them on the screen alone. That will take some shooting. But I can ignore that one, but... Wait, and then what? Oh, up there. Wait, up there? Can I really make that jump? I guess I should be able to... Can I? Yeah, that's a very tight jump. Yeah, you definitely want to kill those 2 guys to be able to do it without pressure. And they take 3 shots to kill. Okay. Oh, I could have easily gotten shot there. Okay. Oh, you can shoot the guys that are not armed too. Oh, I don't even know why they are armed in the first place if they are not gonna use the gun, you know? Get a shove, nerd. I'll let you know I have a shove. You know? I do have a shove. Eat a horse? I don't know what that is though. It seems like it's one of those YouTube clickbait videos that probably got viral or something. I personally wouldn't eat a horse. I mean, maybe it doesn't taste bad. It's like a little bit of a waste. Doesn't seem very optimal. Oh, I didn't see those guys. It's by Matt Pat from the Game Theories, who now has other channels including the Food Theories, which that thumbnail comes from. Oh, I see. Thanks for the backstory. Yeah, I don't really watch YouTubers at all, so... mean, I think that there is only like one YouTuber that I've been mostly watching videos lately, and it's the same guy that I usually watch streams on Twitch, so... But yeah, I don't know if that counts. Damn, I keep forgetting all those guys on the right. Like, I keep thinking that the spikes are gonna be safe, but they are not. Okay, one down. Oof, nice. Yeah, I set myself up for failure there. So I don't really need to kill these assholes. But I probably... Yeah, I don't need to, but if I just go in, it's gonna be a lot harder. Like, unfortunately, you need to kill them. Which is a pain in the ass because it's right on the beginning of the checkpoint, so you gotta do it every time, but I don't think I can squeeze. Well, maybe it is possible, but... Oh, you can kill them from up here a lot more easily, okay. This that makes the time needed a lot lower. This one wasn't necessary to kill. Might as well, just to teach him a lesson. Okay. I went too much to the right, really, fuck. Can't believe that. One. I also noticed that the stages are surprisingly lengthy. Because you know that I usually think that 10 screens per stage tend to be like relatively, well, not high, but like usually around the point where a lot of fun games tend to go for the amount of screens inside a stage. This one definitely has a lot more. It's interesting. Wait. Is this one supposed to be? No, it cannot possibly be a single jump. Oh, but it needs to. What? Oh, maybe from the water? No, but I don't think so. Wait, that one seems a little bit iffy. Not sure I understand what I'm supposed to do there. Because assuming that you hold the jump, that you do a full jump to get to the vine, you are gonna hit the spike, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe if you do some maneuver, it doesn't feel like it's possible. But if it's not that, then falling from the water seems even less possible. So I guess, yeah, I need to do that. It didn't really look possible, but it has to be. Because otherwise there's no other way to keep the jump that comes afterwards. That will be a problem. That's the second time that I die in the exact same way against that soldier. Basically by jumping when I shouldn't. Yeah, that jump is very hard to do. That jump is actually hard to do. If that's how I'm supposed to do it, but once you get past the vine, you need a double jump here. So you have to hold this full jump and suddenly fall to the right from here. Get to the vine and then jump and then double jump here. That's hard to do. And the worst part is that it's right at the end of the checkpoint too. That's something that is very ballsy. Like putting the hardest part of the checkpoint at the very end. Why ballsy? That was my closest attempt and still not enough. Unless I am supposed to do something else, but no, I don't think I am. I think it's simply like that. Right? Or am I missing something here? I know it has to be like that. That's fucked up. That's a legitimately hard jump that you will usually see from hard precision needle games. I can guarantee you that something like that with a controller will be a lot harder. So here, doing it with keyboard is the best thing I can do, but yeah, it will take some time. So the timer up there is a little bit misleading because it's a typical timer that only counts pure playtime and doesn't include the time that you are there. Even if you don't spend that much time there, it's still not quite the same. Oh wow, that was dumb. Yeah, that's a super hard jump. Got it. Nice. That's hard to do. Like, it might not look that hard to do, but I can guarantee you it is. And also, you know that there's something that I didn't realize up until now. The end of this screen has a portal. So it means that this is the last screen in this stage. Okay, I don't really think I need to kill those guys though, right? Yeah, no, you don't. Okay, that jump is not hard, but damn. I think that those 6 guys waiting for me before the portal, that one might be a problem. I'm jumping too late. I really jump into a bullet. These bullets are actually slower than they might appear at first. But if you should stay on the platform without moving, it's easy to avoid the rest. Okay, wait, is there anything here? No. What is this boss gonna be? So we're gonna be using the 2000 sets thingy. as a normal boss theme. It's supposed to be from Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. Oh, you're supposed to hit this thing with the spikes. Seems that it's completely random what attack it's gonna pick to use. You can also get rid of this cobweb, and I'm pretty sure that you are intended to. Really hard to do. It takes a lot of hits. I'm surprised that regularly hitting him here, I think it does no damage, right? You will think that it will be the one time to damage it, but no. No, you can actually damage him, I guess. Ooh, that was very low. Got him. Well, that was that. Now we have a snow mountain. Favorite spot to relax. Sure if I want to relax on a place with, you know, it's extreme temperatures. So I thought there were wind physics, but no, not really. Well, I mean, there are wind physics for the particles, but not for you. That's good to know. Oh, single jump. That's what that modifier means. And I'm surprised that with all the tutorials the game has, they don't mention that this one. I guess that you will figure it out, you know? Weird because it has tutorial over things that, you know, most fan game players know, but this one, it doesn't. I feel like this is something that a non-fan game player wouldn't really know. Yeah, and this one being a triple jump, though, at least here, it's like you kinda don't have any other choice, so you will figure it out on your own. I mean, in my fan game, I also have triple jump, and I never explain in game what it does, but I do have a similar way to start the stage by essentially making it so you are forced to triple jump no matter what. Yeah. I mean, I knew that wasn't gonna go anywhere, but come on, dude. Could have put a wall in there. Oh, you're intended, okay, to go up. Gotcha. Okay, so that platform doesn't go all the way down to where it could clip through the spike, so Landing on the platform shouldn't be a risky bet. You shouldn't have any issues landing on it. Okay, back to double jump. Oh, and these guys are back here too. Here the idea is that you go take the triple jump back to where the save is. Yeah. Well, I guess that's something that the game also doesn't explain, but when you get a triple jump in most engines, it will actually be remembered after you save. So here, once you get the triple jump and you're back at the first save, you can actually save and it should remember it, like here. Like, for example, I die there, but it doesn't matter because I save with the triple jump. That seems like another little detail that I feel like with all the tutorials it has, it would have been nice to mention it, you know? Is everyone a masochist here or what? Also, that, I mean, it was obvious because there wasn't anything else, but weird that there isn't anything pointing that you're supposed to go there. Does the game save the amount of jumps you currently have when you shoot a save? I mean, it saves the amount of jumps, the amount of match jumps. So in this case, it remembers if you have the triple jump. So yeah, I mean, most fun games do that. At least most of the fun games that I play do that. Don't know if it's extremely common because I didn't play an insane amount of fun games, but every fun game that I play with triple jump, I'm pretty sure that they do have that. Well, even my fun game has that. When you go to the triple jump, it's remembered by the save, so it only shows up at the beginning of the area and then never again. I saw a single jump star and saw the potential for a soft lock. Oh really? I wasn't paying attention, but you might be right. Will be funny. Well, this game does have a hub, so I guess it's not a literal soft lock, but yeah, I guess that if the hub only lets you pick the beginning of each stage, it will be quite some progress lost. Okay, this one is hard because you're supposed to hold that upward momentum all through that place. Yeah, and then double jump there. Well, double jump without hitting anything else either. Yeah, that's not gonna be easy. Okay, that works. We have another one here. Oof. Okay. Yeah, this one will be tough. So it's not the same speed on the on the bottom one as it is on the top ones. The top ones are a lot slower, because I mean otherwise it will be impossible. That one will be pretty hard. Unless I'm supposed to jump from the outside. I could try. And you can do that. Nah, I don't think that's gonna... No, in fact, I think you're supposed to do that in a single jump, because the moment you double jump in the middle of those spikes, you're gonna get hit straight up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a single jump. But a single jump, that is very, very picky. This reminds me of how extremely hard it is to balance a game. Because you know that a lot of the previous checkpoints were extremely easy, and then this one comes and takes a while. I have the same issue in my fangame too. A lot of checkpoints that are a lot more trivial than others. Balancing a game is very hard. Well, with fun games that even if you have testers, there are not like professional testers, you know? I don't think professional testers are a thing anymore. Usually the players that pay money for whatever game they buy are the testers, so yeah, professional testers are not really a thing. So this bitch is dead. I've been told that dead men tell no tales. Oh well, she's a woman, so I guess doesn't apply to dead woman. My bad. But I'm assuming it's a woman. I mean, the name is Mia. I haven't really seen any men called Mia. Wait, why do I want the triple jump? Oh, to go up there, I guess. Why would you want to balance a game on your head? They are meant to be played. Balance a game on my head. How can you do that? I mean, unless you get a... You burn it on a CD, that's not happening. Oh, I can save here, just realized. Yeah, that's a way to do it. Didn't think of it at first. You know, I know it was a joke. I'm just saying that if you wanted to balance a game in your head, the only possible way would be to record it in a CD. Yes, I mean, otherwise, unless you are a piece of software yourself, I don't think a game can be balanced in your head. Wait, what am I supposed... Oh, I'm just supposed to land and then jump, right? Yeah, there you go. But there you go, assuming you do the final jump properly. Okay. think that one of my biggest fears in the fun game that I'm working on is the same fear that most creators have, the fact that if it's gonna be balanced or not. So I guess, you know, I feel that here, if I feel that a checkpoint is gonna be too hard or something, I think I will just add checkpoints. I wasn't supposed to go here, by the way. Well, you can go back, but... and then you use this platform. Yeah, I think that if I feel that a save is too hard, I will just add a checkpoint somewhere there. It's probably for the best. I think, like, the most important thing that I want to do for my fun game is that you don't get stuck. Yeah, that's my resolution for my fun game. You know, well, not getting stuck, at least for a regular player. See, for example, one of my testers is gonna be someone that never played. I guess he played the first one, the first fun game I made, and well, kinda got obliterated. But yeah, he doesn't play fun games in general, so it will be one of those that at least will let me know how a new player to fun game will fare in that game. But yeah, I mean, I think that talking about testers at this point is a little bit dumb when barely anything about the fun game is done, you know? Oof. Okay, that's a very fucked up jump. That's essentially an F jump, isn't it? And not a conventional F jump, but well, similar enough. Similar in concept, at least. Something that I realize is that it seems that most makers don't really make that much use of mini spikes. Like here you can see them there, but I guess in my first fun game made use of a lot of mini spikes. Also, wait, what is this spike down here? Okay. That's a weird lonely spike though, but sure. Wasn't ready for the fall. Now, I do wonder if the 60 points of this game are there just because of the platforming, or if they are there because of the boss, because so far the two bosses that I fought were... I fucked that, my bad. Oh, I can just reset. The two bosses that I fought were quite free. Yeah, I mean, there is still more, but the game already tells you, well, I guess not the game itself, but in the download page it already tells you how many stages there are. Like, this game has 6 stages, so there are still more bosses to see because every stage has a boss. So knowing that, there is still a lot of time to see a hard boss, but so far the hardest stuff has been the platforming in some specific places. So there, what I probably want to do instead of landing is just jumping, right? I mean, it could be hard to pull it off, but I think I could. Yeah, wasn't that hard at all. Okay, so... Wait, what? Oh, you want me to jump there? Yeah. I wanna see a magic trick. Just press shift and watch in awe as these blocks disappear. It's one of these. Indeed. There's also a mimic that... a mimic. A gimmick that seems pretty popular in a lot of fun games, like the block switch. It's not a bad gimmick, but yeah, it seems that it appears in a lot of them. Wait, what about this? You wanna... No, you don't wanna do this. Oh, you just want to hit the button. You don't need that platform. It comes from I wanna kill the guy. Yeah, a game that I still haven't played, you know? Can you believe that? Yeah, still... I've not played that game at all. Oh, the green button is for when you double jump exclusively. Okay, I thought it only went away until you did 3 jumps in a row or something like that, but no. I kinda forgot how I did this. Oh, you just fall. Okay. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to calculate exactly what you need to do. Like, it has a certain amount of brain fucking, you know, but not that much, just a little amount, just the right amount of brain fucking, and then you just want to go left. Right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. My bad. Was like the most obvious dead. Yeah, for example, things like that, you might not think about them at first, but... and they make you feel pretty dumb when... you know... when you see them happening. Too high. Hard to tell the strength of the wind sometimes. Like, for example, that one is strong enough to simply lift you even if you don't jump. It's not something that you can tell by looking at it, you can only tell by going there. But in this case, it's not like you have a choice. You're supposed to use the magical properties of inertia. double champ, now you can go through the green blocks. Okay, the ceiling kills you, so that means that we reach the top part of the stage. I could also, I mean, I could save after getting the double champ, but that seems pretty dangerous. I don't know if going back is that easy. I mean, I don't think it is easy at all. Nah, it's not worth it, I think. Okay, and what do we have here? This one seems also hard. Actually, I'm not sure how to do that one. Well, one thing I could actually probably do is save after I get the triple champ, because with the triple champ you can actually champ over that instead of needing to use the wind. So here you can do that. Okay, perfect. And we say with the triple champ, just like that. Okay, that's what you wanted to do. Like essentially start the champ when the blocks are gone. I mean, I'm fucking up that champ though. Nice. Nicely done. I'm losing focus right now. Like, I'm playing dumb. The problem is that champ is higher than it looks. Like, you think that you're supposed to do a super short champ, but no, it's a little bit longer than that. Not that kind of playing dumb. No, I'm just playing badly. Just playing badly. It's fine. I mean, after all, after 10 months of not having played fan games, I think I'm pretty well. I'm playing pretty well. I thought I was gonna be a lot more washed up, especially because I'm playing with a keyboard. But no, seems that I'm doing fine. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm essentially playing as well as I ever played, which is not much, but it should be good enough to at least get through the game, you know? Almost. That champ is hard. I'm 0-6, get ownage. Yeah, I thought you were gonna kill me, but no. Do you mean that I'm gonna get ownage? You didn't do shit. I really thought it was gonna be the typical thing where you think to yourself, why did I even bother interacting? But no, it's just probably a reference to something. This you can do. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. The blue block only switches on a ground champ. Well, that's okay. I guess if that's the case, you wanna condition it from here. I didn't think of that, actually. My bad. Speaking of NPCs that kill you instantly, check the Discord later. Okay. NPCs that kill you instantly. Well, every time I think about NPCs that try to kill you, I think of Dark Souls, but it's only if you provoke them. Sometimes it can happen by pure accident, you know? This one is a little bit of a brain fuck. What you're supposed to do. Not like this. Can bury them, but I'm struggling to. Oh, I get it. Yeah, there you go. Like you can do that on a single jump. I promise that now you gotta make it back. You kinda need that platform. So I fucked up. You want it like this, right? No, I think I'm flipping. No, you want them both off at the same time. Damn, I'm stupid. I think I might be very dumb. Hold up. Well, I could jump from now, but that wouldn't work. Is that... You're kinda fucked here, right? Or am I just stupid? Like I'm probably stupid. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, you don't need the blue blocks. Yeah, that's what I was missing. Now to get back there. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Then, well, at least most of the thing that took time there is thinking. Not really the execution part. It was just thinking what I was missing. So it's still the kind of thing that I cannot really get used to. It's kind of like the inverted gravity. Like it's hard to think about it. Too early. Yeah. Like it's one of those things that wiring my brain to this logic is not easy at all to me. But man, doing that back is gonna be hard. It's already hard to do it the first time when you're coming here. Like it's even harder to do it on the way back. Okay, got it. Nice. There's something up here. No, there's that, but that's fine. Okay. So at least we got the... we got to the boss. It says sell out what? Sell out vice president. From some game I don't know. Oh wait, where is your save file? Let's say, what am I saying? Damn. I mean, where is your hell or not save file? Oh, I'm supposed to push it all the way to the other side, I think. You never heard of Toontown Online? No. No, I have no clue what it is. I mean, judging by the name is something that you play online, probably with other people. That doesn't really tell me much. At least you don't really need to kill those enemies. Though, I don't know if you can even kill them. Because it kinda looks like they are taking damage, but it just feels like it will take too long to kill them. Also, do I have the triple champ? No, I don't. Like this one, I probably will have to do it with controller. So I'm kind of struggling to spam and move at the same time. So yeah, let me pick the controller here. This with controller is probably gonna be a lot easier. Like, at least to the part of spamming and jumping at the same time. Oh, and it tells you up there that I'm using the PlayStation 5 controller, or the DualSense, I mean. It is technically a PlayStation 5 controller, but I don't even own a PlayStation 5 though. It certainly will be easier to do here than on a keyboard. Though it doesn't seem like it's gonna be an easy boss regardless, so... So cogs are supposed to be the name of this guy. Ah, damn it. Those little... Well, I'm assuming they are hand grenades because they look like hand grenades. Actually, wait, are they hand grenades or are they supposed to be those toilet uncloggers? I mean, they kind of look like both. They also kind of look like bells. I doubt that they are bells. Fuck it. I gotta say that these attacks are not easy to dodge at all. I don't have that much issue reading these patterns. For example, a pattern like this is very fast, but I don't really have issues reading it. Sometimes it kind of overlaps with other ones, so it makes it hard to dodge, but I feel like this is what could easily be a filter to a lot of people, you know? I got too close. Well, he was out to die though. No worries. Oh, by the way, the game has auto shot in case you don't want to destroy your finger. But then again, there are iframes here, so it's not like you really need to destroy your finger. You know what I think about it? I can relax a lot on the spamming. I don't really need to. Even if I can relax on the spamming, I still think that doing this with the controller is way easier than doing it with keyboard. Oh, got his ass. That was a cool boss. No pun intended. And we have these guys from Mega Man. What were they called? I always forget their names. The guys from Mega Man. Well, it's pretty clear this guy is a Mega Man fan with the fact that Tornado Man is a literal boss in this game. Wait, I'm very curious to see if I get a reward for the corner jump. Mets? Weren't they called different? No reward for the corner jump. Well, I did it twice. Will you look at that? This song, it samples from Street Fighter 2. I had no idea about that. How do you know it samples from Street Fighter 2? I mean, a lot of the sounds here could be from other arcade games of the time, right? What's that? Oh, that blows up, right? Oh, you want me to kill all the enemies to progress, I think. Correct. Okay, so you have those type of doors here. Good to know. Keep listening. The 1, 2, 3 fight sample. I really don't hear it. You know, I have the feeling, Wasabi, which is that I say something like that some other time, but I think that you're hearing the stream with the volume so loud that I hope you are using headphones good. If you have neighbors, they probably are not very happy right now, because I don't hear what you're hearing. I don't hear it. Hey, I'll take your word for it. I don't have any reason to not believe you, you know? It's a specific point in the song that you were talking over. Oh. I see it, but I think it also samples from other fighting games. I heard some samples that feel like they come from Killer Instinct, for example. So I think it's like a celebration of arcade fighting games, maybe. Some of like the deep voices I think are from Killer Instinct. Like the OG Killer Instinct. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess it wasn't really that quiet. It was, as you say, that I was talking over it, so I couldn't hear. It's possible. Well, not only Killer Instinct, a lot of them sound like Mortal Kombat too. All the tiny parts in that run machine. What? Well, you say the spikes move too? You sure about that? Are you sure you are not just drunk? You're seeing everything move on its own. Hey, that jump is not that easy, by the way. Oh, also, by the way, remember when we were saying about the PS4 Wipeout game, that maybe it will come on a sale on Christmas so we could play it by Christmas? But no, the sale came earlier. And even if it's not the sale I was looking for specifically because of the amount, I'm pretty sure I will still buy it. And I think that after I beat this game, I'm gonna play it. Wipeout Omega Collection. It's been so long since, well, I don't think it's been that long, but I really wanted to play Wipeout in one way or another, you know? Gonna be cool. But as I also say before, I think another thing that I wanna play is Symphony of the Night. But in this case, it's not Maria, it's Richter, the one that is in the PS1 version. That is the one that I beat. This place sucks. It wouldn't go that far. Also, yeah, these assholes have the same amount of health that they have in Mega Man, so we're gonna be shooting at them for a while. Oh, and their bullets can go through walls. But at least there I have the... Oh, that one is gonna suck though. But he only shoots one at a time. It's not particularly hard to do. Just requires having a little bit of courage. Just a little bit. Ah, close. Okay, that jump down doesn't seem as easy as I originally thought it was gonna be. That's two shots. Ah, man. That's such a dumb way to die, and it's not even the first time I do it in this game. What? You need to kill this guy to progress. Well, I mean, even if you didn't need to kill him, I don't think you will progress without that platform. And he's fully on that platform. And it's that they have so much health. It's understandable considering that that's how it is in the originals, but it's quite painful, because that's not where the checkpoint ends anyways, you know. You don't take down the first guy, the bullets are definitely gonna overlap. God damn it, dude. There you go. So, yeah, this champ, that's how you do it. It's not that easy, man. This guy, not like it's hard to dodge his bullshit. That guy waiting for you at the other side, though. Oh, I didn't realize the platform came back so quickly. God damn it. I should have paid more attention, my bad. But yeah, that's the way I'm surprised that I didn't die on the first attempt. I guess it happened on the second one instead. Hey, for example, checkpoints like this one are the ones that I talk about when I say how hard it is to balance your game, because I feel like a checkpoint like this one is clearly harder than even the other ones in this zone, but the kind of thing that you really cannot know very easily on your own, and even some testers can easily get past this checkpoint, and maybe the testers are just specifically good. This game does have some checkpoints like this one that take a little bit longer than the average. Also, here the bullet sound effect is gonna overlap a lot. Essentially, all of the other guys that were dead before are now alive. You're gonna be hearing a lot of pews. So that door works for any sort of enemy that you kill on the screen, pretty much. Another NPC. We have conveyor belt as a gimmick here, huh? Well, the surprising thing is not the conveyor belt in itself, but rather the fact that it doesn't have any lights on or any moving parts to show that it will move you. I mean, it obviously has the arrow, so like, you know what direction they go and you know that they are supposed to move you. Weird that they don't, because most conveyor belts that I saw in fan games, they do have some kind of moving part to tell you, well, that they are conveyor belts. But here it's the NPC that is telling you that, but I guess that you will figure it out on your own. I'm supposed to jump from the middle there. There is a platform above you can simply climb to. Or you can do that, that works too. This bullet sound overlapping might be a problem. Oh, hold up, do I need to kill anyone here? No. Doesn't seem like there's any counter, so I simply need to go where I need to go. And I can do that precisely without killing anyone. And I will. Essentially doing a pacifist run here. This probably opens that up. Damn. That's rough though. Well, you can fall from here, but the hard part is not dying to those guys. Well, I guess it's not that hard. As long as you jump just a little bit. This guy will take a while to go down though. Oh, here you want to go this way. This platform can easily fuck you up too. I have a feeling that I'm pretty sure there is no issue, but like, my microphone is a little bit to the left, so I hope that you can still hear me well. You should be able to. Guess I never know with this thing. Theoretically, in about a week, I'm gonna get the cable that I was lacking to use the other microphone. That in theory should be better. That's what the theory says. Maybe it ends up being worse than this one, you never know. Hopefully not. So I do want to have a better microphone, and especially one that I don't need to have close to my face. Like one that I can leave in the desk and not worry about it. I mean, as long as it doesn't pick up sounds from anywhere else, it should be fine. I don't know. Oh, I'm assuming that the yellow button is gonna open up from the top middle. probably. Okay. It also lets you go back from here. Oof, I almost died there. Like a moron too. Don't think I even need to kill that guy. But I definitely don't need to kill the guy with the gun below. The one up there I don't need to. So with that diagonal shot I probably should have, not a big problem. Oh, and now we have these guys but flying. Oh, and I cannot even shoot this guy while standing still. Well, that guy or that other guy in there. Nice. You don't need to, as you can see. No violence needed. Oh, I do need to kill this guy. Oh, and I'm not allowed to shoot from up here, really? But it still shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's the same logic as that other place with enemies, but this time with slightly more. Well, slightly more, I mean literally only one more. Damn it. Hey, that definitely is not that hard. I'm just messing up. This one I only need to double jump. It's gonna take a little while. Well, here, if you did kill one of the other guys, you don't need to finish this one off since it's out of the way. Oh, this conveyor belt vines. I didn't want to see vines again, you know? The Dylan, I don't know, maybe it was one of the other NPCs. Yeah, this is kind of a problem. It's not like I have an issue with conveyor belts, but I definitely have an issue with vines. And basically anything that you combine with vines is gonna be painful by definition. Are you Dylan? Yeah. That's fine, Dylan. I mean, you can simply keep going and beat the boss, or you can get out of here. You can also probably just go back to the lobby with stage selection, though. I don't even know if the lobby is available right now or not. Like, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's only available when you beat the game. which will make sense. Like to kill this little guy here that is flying, but seems more trouble than what's worth. So then that jump, I think you're supposed to do that jump with a single one and then double jump over the horizontal spike. Probably like that. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, look at what we have here. You don't see that. Well, it didn't happen often in this game that you see like inverted spike jumps. But it's not like those particular ones there are a big deal. They really aren't. But... oh, I didn't see the mini spike. I guess I did see it before, but for some reason it escaped my sight right now. Ah, damn it. Ooh, and that jump also looks not very easy to do. But you have to do a full jump up and then a double jump. For the first one to be a full jump, you kinda have to do it from lower. I also need to kill this guy. So I gotta say that playing fan games is something that is a little bit hard on my fingers, which makes sense, but something that I haven't felt in a while. So wait, hold up, someone spoke to me here. What's this? No, okay. Never mind. That bullet... Notice that when you're in this checkpoint, even if you want to, you don't really kill that guy. Then you should be talking to a save. Why not? If the save listens, just don't see why I wouldn't be able to. So you know what, there's, speaking of save, something that is interesting about this game is how any of like the basic things like the save, the spikes, and the wooden platforms, well, and the regular vines as well, those are all done with the false sprites. And yet, despite that, it's a game that, thanks to the tile set of the levels, it looks very original. Well, not to mention that the backgrounds are also hand-drawn. Yeah. Like, for example, in my case, this for the fun game I made, I wanted every zone to have its own different spike and save sprite, you know? Yeah, I guess it's not the case here. And it really doesn't need to. But in my case, since I don't think I can have a tile set like this one, then kinda have to compensate by changing those other things too. So wait, what? Oh, the vine's up here. Oh, that sucks. That's... Okay. Wait, I don't need to kill this guy. That's the amazing thing, when you realize that you can simply ignore an enemy, especially enemies like that that have so much health, you know? Ah, that was so close, didn't it? It was actually very close. And it's hard because you also cannot jump off the... You cannot jump off the vine, well, the conveyor belt, I guess, that easily either. Not to mention that the conveyor belt also makes you go down. So it makes it even harder to calculate. And something tells me, well, maybe I'm wrong, but this kind of feels like it might be the last screen of the zone. It isn't. My bad, I was wrong. I was indeed wrong, and unfortunately this asshole, you need to kill him. Why will you do that, dude? Don't you see how much of a pain in the ass it is to down these guys? And here you have to not only do it obligatorily, but also while he's constantly moving in this. Why did it have to go all the way down, man? The majority of these platforms didn't do that, but that one did. Like this obstacle here, well, I mean this enemy here is very annoying. So for some reason the wall there is preventing that guy's shots from going to the right. I guess because otherwise it will be too annoying, but damn, this checkpoint sucks. Like, not just because of how it starts, but like that part with the cherries in there, and then the vine jump to the save. This jump stinks. I don't understand what's the idea of having this enemy at the beginning of the save. So I don't know how to approach this conveyor here. I have no clue. Damn, this is legitimately... Well, it's a hard checkpoint, but also a bad checkpoint, I will say. Having to start like this is a very bad start. Basically like 20 seconds of you just shooting at this asshole with nothing else going on, you know? I mean, I guess you kinda have to dodge his bullets, but it's not like it's a big deal. Damn, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I jumped from there. My bad. I mean, at the very least, if that guy was one of the little guys that take like 3 shots to die, but no. Okay, so as soon as you land, you essentially have to move left, but not by a lot, because the other cherry is gonna come to kill you. It is. Yeah, this is the first checkpoint in the game that I can say that is genuinely bad. Like, not just hard, but bad. I mean, it's simply because of how it starts. But like, if it started like this, but had like an easy to reach checkpoint afterwards, it will be whatever. But the fact that it starts like this and then the things that are there afterwards are so hard. Like, this one is hard already, but then you go to this one that is also hard on its own. Like, essentially all of the 3 parts here, with their difficulty, they could be easily the first part of the checkpoint. They are all part of the same checkpoint, you know? That's kind of the issue. This checkpoint is bad. At least it's the first one that I can say that it's bad. Okay. And this one is gonna suck. Actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to double jump. I don't think so. Nice. Oof, I'm so glad I got it in the first try. Yeah, that checkpoint is bad. I mean, what he should have done here, I feel, is having like an opponent from here shooting at you, and you being able to either take this platform or have platforms here if you wanted to do something to dodge, but having that enemy be the only, you know, being the one thing that you need to get through to pass with how many hits it takes to kill it, I think that it wasn't the best of ideas. Oof, that was dope. Oh man, what an asshole. This little shit. Means that killing that guy is hard. Like, from here you cannot even damage him. I guess you gotta be patient, but I think that if you're gonna put enemies like this, they should have less health. Like, the way they are right now, I feel like they have too much health for how painful they are to down. I understand that it's like these enemies being here are part of like the primary source of difficulty of the stage, but it's kind of like you need to farm them in a way, so it's just dual to be shooting at them. And like, that's it, you know. You can do that right away. It's quite risky, but probably works. It does work. Oh, but how do you do that drop? I go right, left. I mean, I guess it's possible. Seems very tight. Okay, sure. I'll try. I guess there you want to delay the champ until he's about to shoot, because otherwise he will shoot where you are. That's how you do it. And then you want to kill this guy. The problem is that you miss so much. It really feels like his hitbox is a lot smaller than the sprite. Okay. And you wanna get through this. That's... god damn it, dude. Seems that I'm starting to feel the fangame heat, also known as salt. It's gonna happen sooner or later, you know. I mean, that's what's supposed to be the primary objective of this game, to make you salty, you know. That's what these games are for. At this point, I gotta be full focus. There's no other way. I mean, I can actually ignore that guy. Just that on the way down, it's gonna bite me in the ass if I hadn't already exited the screen, though. That champ with the cherries there also looks extremely cancerous. And the fact that it's the last champ in the screen doesn't help. Definitely doesn't. Team, you have to squeeze so hard there. It's very, very hard. At least you can get through this without killing either one of the enemies, but doesn't make it much less painful, really. But then I don't know how to do that jump. It's kind of like the champ that is on, well, the first cherry champ in this screen, but even worse somehow. That one at the beginning was hard enough, but this one is certainly on another level. Okay. Ooh, and that bullet almost cucked me. So what happens if instead of going to the warp I go down here? Or you go back at like the beginning of the place, alright. So what's the boss gonna be like? Oh, that doesn't kill you, okay. It pushes you. Wait, this guy also doesn't have a health bar. It's not like I can push him like the... Oh, it's basically a series of bosses that you have to kill. It's 16 bosses. No more blast processing. Well, we're gonna get blasted in one way or another here. I mean, 16 bosses in a row, don't you think that's a lot? Well, and some of them repeat, actually. It's not that they are actually 16, it's just that you have 16 enemies to beat. Alright, let me use the controller for this one. Anything that requires shooting a lot will be controller. And the problem is that it also has quite a lot of RNG, which means that... Well, I'm assuming that by the end of the fight you will be fighting all of them anyways. That one seems pretty easy to kill. I don't know if these enemies get harder the more you down. Fuck are you supposed to dodge that shit? Hey, we want me to do this? I guess. So you heavily rely on RNG, don't you? Well, okay, you can jump. You still rely on RNG though, because if you jump instead of going under his jumps, you still need to get lucky that the arrows are not really targeting you. They could easily be targeting you, since they are completely random, you know? Yeah, that's the reason why I don't like when bosses in fun games have randomness of attack order. Like when essentially they are, you know, they're completely... Oh, and you're gonna have more than one at the same time? That's pretty evil. Let me tell you that. Okay, this boss is gonna take a while. There's no doubt about that. Because there's gonna be no checkpoint here. This one will take a while. I mean, don't you think that 16 is a little bit too much? Didn't you think that maybe 16 was too big of a number? I think that's the first time I killed the ninja guy, or whatever it's supposed to be. Ah, come on. At least make it so there is a set amount of attacks before the one where you can actually shoot the boss. I think the problem, regardless of that, is that, well, mostly the fact that you can have combined attacks. Like, the RNG is a problem too, but I mean, I think the biggest problem is that, well, it's also part of RNG, but the fact that you can have any sort of attacks combined, making it absolutely a pain in the ass to beat, without a doubt. So I don't know exactly if all of these guys can get combined equally to actually attack you at the same time. Like maybe... No, it seems to be completely random. As I initially expected. It is extremely fucked up because there can be... Like, for example, that like you have a checkmate situation where if you get into an unlucky place, you can easily get fucked. I mean, it's something that I constantly mention, or at least I remember constantly mentioning every time that I used to play fan games. Unchecked RNG is one of the worst things you can possibly do. Like, it really is. If you're gonna use RNG, you have to have... You need to have some criteria for it. Like, you cannot simply just throw RNG and let RNG do whatever it pleases. Because otherwise you can have some combinations of attacks that are gonna be very fucked up, or not, but that fully depends on randomness and nothing else. That's the issue. You want to keep RNG in check. Not to mention that having this completely unchecked RNG is also extremely hard to test, because something that you did in your test probably, you know, it's not gonna happen. Or let me phrase it differently. Something could happen to a player that it never happened to you as a tester, because it's so random that you never saw the potential of how fucked up it could truly be, because you leave RNG to be this unchecked, you know? That's the issue. I think the worst of these guys is easily the arrow guy. The arrow guy is an asshole.
Rest in peace.
Shut up. In that case, you will absolutely hate I wanna run. Probably. But I mean, RNG is not a problem in itself. The problem is when you leave RNG to be unchecked. Like, RNG is something that should always be used within reasonable parameters. You know? Like, for example, well, this particular enemy, well, no, this one is not a good example because none of the attacks are RNG. I mean, the order of the attacks is RNG, but the attacks themselves are aimed completely. For example, the arrow guy, right? The arrow guy, what he has is that he shoots the arrows randomly. That's not a problem. Like that, for the most part at least, it seems like it's mostly check RNG. It cannot do anything out of the ordinary. But yeah, the fact that you combine all these bosses randomly, it's extremely fucked up. Previous fan game I played constantly gave me the worst RNG possible. Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, that's not that bad if the RNG is properly checked, but that's very clearly not the case here. Here the RNG could fuck you up so badly in the same way that it could not fuck you up badly. But it's all left to randomness. Actually, like for example, a combination of attacks like that is extremely hard. So, I don't know, seems very, very rough. It would be more reasonable if these guys didn't have this much health, you know? Okay, I think I decided that this asshole is the worst one. The one that actually corners you like that. It's like there's nothing you can do once you're cornered. I guess you could jump over him, but you can't. I mean, I already tried jumping over him once when I was cornered and he decided to shoot something upwards, which instantly killed me. That's just another thing with with unchecked RNG. It doesn't seem like it's a good idea to jump over that guy, but if he corners you, like if that guy combined with the arrow guy attack you at the same time, you're gonna get killed eventually by the arrow guy. That's what makes this unchecked RNG so shitty. Hopefully here this piece of shit only appears early on to not appear later. I got lucky there that I didn't get a kill. But these two guys being on the screen at the same time really sucks so much walls, dude. They are back. Can you stop being so close together, please? Or is that too much to ask? Oof. That almost killed me. Oh, and now we have 3 of them at the same time. Is that how it's gonna be? Well, this is even more unchecked RNG. Even worse unchecked RNG, I mean. Oh, and that's gonna be great. I hate that piece of shit so much. That's such a piece of shit boss. How does the water not put out the flaming arrows? I mean, even if it put out the flame of the arrows will still be there, you know? That fat piece of shit is the real problem here. Because it completely corners you like it was nothing. And even more so when you have three bosses at the same time, you know? Also, how is it going, Hypaming? Yeah, I don't know if I will say back to the classics, but I guess back to fun games. I guess fun games are a classic thing in this channel. And that attack combination was something else. I think it's also completely random how many enemies of a specific type is. Just that since it's something hard to check, I'm not really sure if that's the case or not. But I feel like, for example, this time we got less fat, so but I'm dead here. There's absolutely nothing I can do there. Like, what do you want me to do? This... I wish that RNG was something that was forbidden. Because you know that... I mean, RNG is not bad in itself, but I feel like I will take no RNG at all over completely unchecked RNG like this one. I will be willing to sacrifice good use of RNG over not having unchecked RNG like here. That hit me. God damn it, dude. Yeah, RNG is one of those things that the typical saying of with great power comes great responsibility comes to life. It's a very great responsibility to use RNG. Not many people are capable of using it properly. This boss certainly does not use it properly. I was paying attention to who was about to appear. I didn't even pay attention to the attack that was about to come. That sucks. I think the biggest mistake is making this fatso piece of shit have the ability to walk up to you. Because when he has the ability to walk up to you, it's like there's not much that you can do to avoid it. Like, if you do that, I feel like you shouldn't do contact damage. Or more importantly, I wouldn't do multiple opponents at the same time. I feel like it's one or the other. Certainly not both. Oof, that was close. Oh, this is gonna suck. And you know that in this one, in this fight, the arrow guy barely showed up. Again, and completely unchecked RNG. You can get so lucky that a specific enemy doesn't show up. And that's the reason why you might be able to win. Like, the fact that you might be able to win simply because you got lucky with RNG is something that shouldn't happen. Because this is like a very... One thing is getting lucky that in one attack the bullets don't really get into very compromising positions. But here, it's about like an attack not even appearing, which in this case is this guy with the arrows and the fire. I mean, the complaint is the same as always. Uncheck RNG. Completely unchecked RNG that can make a fight way harder than it might be intended to be, simply because you made the RNG so random, you know? Fuck me. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. If I manage to beat this fight, I'm out of here. Well, and if I don't, I also am out of here, but for that there is still some time. For the time being, if I manage to beat this fight, the next stage will be left for some other day. Right now, it's a little bit hard for my brain to to not feel stressed out. Easily the two worst opponents are the fire guy and the fatso. And the combination of the two, if you are not lucky on whatever your current position is when they start appearing, it's essentially a checkmate. And they can easily be at the same time. Because that's the thing, at the point where they have three opponents at the same time, like them appearing together is something that has very high chances of happening, you know? It's very easily the hardest combination of enemies. That was close. Dude. And even a combination of opponents like this one that is not that big of a deal is still so hard because of the amount of shit you see on screen at the same time. Again, all completely independent from each other. Yeah, drop the hammer. I want to drop a hammer on my balls right now. Yeah, I guess. It's better to not do so. That was intense. Oh yeah. It is intense. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this boss fight. But I mean, I feel like it also might have to do... It's something that I remember. Even if it was 10 months ago, I still think I remember this feeling very well. Which is, when I should start playing a fan game, I'm a lot more receptive of the bullshit it has. But like the more I play it, it's like the less tolerant I become to the bullshit, you know? Even if this was the first boss, for example, maybe I wouldn't be even criticizing. Well, probably I still would, because this is just a lot of RNG regardless, but I probably will be less salty about it. Since it's, you know, a very late boss. Relatively, I guess. I can't believe that happened. That was the attempt to win. The fact that I didn't win that is bad. Like, that was the attempt to win. Because I didn't know that that piece of shit could shoot an arrow next to the other, but I guess he can. It should have gone left instead of right. But man, with so much other shit on the screen, it's like I kinda got forced to go to the right.
Good riddance.
The wrong tree!
I don't want to imagine how the next two bosses are gonna be. If this is the fourth one. If this is the fourth boss, I don't wanna imagine whatever shit is left to appear. Even more so the final boss. Like, you know that in fun games they have the tradition of making the final boss as cancerous as possible, and it most likely won't be any exception here. I don't know. Well, before worrying about all of that shit, I should be worrying about getting rid of these guys. Really? The angle was low enough for that to hit me. I'll also tell you another thing. I thought that I was gonna play this game until I beat it, but no. I feel like tomorrow I'm just gonna start with Wipeout. Not to mention that Wipeout, at least the PS4 version, Wipeout Omega Collection, is a very long game. So it's something that it's not like I have to beat it all, you know, in a row. So instead of that, I will simply, you know, play a couple times and then play something else and then go back to playing it, which is not the first time I do that anyways. I'm pretty sure I did that for Wipeout Pools, I think. I didn't play it all in a row, but rather I took my time with it. I will do that here too. Don't see why not. I might be dead here. We have the fucked up combination of opponents. You know, I wanted to go left, but with all the shit that was flying, I don't think I could have. I confirm that tomorrow I'm not playing this. will be some other day, but not tomorrow. Yeah, I think that maybe that 10-month break from fun games wasn't that bad. These games are not good for your health, I can tell you that. I guess I kinda forgot about it. Yeah, I can guarantee you right now that it is the case. I guess it's knowledge I forgot about. But now it came back to me. And yes, these games are not good for your health. Was a fucked up combination, but I somehow managed to survive. Here comes the same fucked up combination again. Where do you want me to run there? Jesus. God damn it. Even more upset remembering that attempt that I had against the water guy, where he was the last enemy and I still died to him. Because instead of going left, I went right. I shouldn't beat myself over it. Instead, I should keep insulting this boss. Yeah, fuck this piece of shit boss. There you have it. I feel better already. Yeah, I guess now I'm gonna be dying to that. Pretty cool. You know something that I actually now remember about when I am tilted with a fun game? One thing that I remember doing a lot is simply muting the sound. At some point I'm so tilted I don't even want to hear it, since hearing is optional, you know? Yeah. Are the little things that I remember from back when I played fun games more. How many of these fat pieces of shit are you gonna summon on this fight? A lot, it seems. See, this is what bad RNG looks like. That fight, essentially, I lost it because that guy didn't stop spawning. So I just simply got unlucky and that's why I lost the fight. Like, at the very least, you could have put a fixed amount of enemies of each type, right? Like, to not make it that random. Instead of just having random opponents appear without any sort of check. But I will assume that there is a check, that there's probably not possible to have two opponents of the same type on screen at the same time. Probably. Okay, so far I don't remember seeing that happening, but I think that aside from that check, there is no other check. See, for example, this water guy appeared like 4 times in a row. So it's one of those things where well, it's not a bad thing, by the way, guys. That's essentially the easiest enemy of the bunch. Well, that and this magician too, I guess. Those are the 2 easiest enemies. Well, not like there are that many enemies. There are only 4. Essentially, the 2 that are the hard ones are the fat guy and the fire arrow guy. Those are the hard ones. You have these other 2 that are the easy ones. And the water guy, by the way, appeared a lot on this run, which is pretty lucky. Unfortunately, Fatso is also appearing quite a lot. A lucky thing though is that the one that is not appearing, and in fact it hasn't appeared yet, is the fire guy. That guy has not appeared even once in this run, if I'm not mistaken. Piece of shit. Even as lucky as that run was, still got absolutely cornered by this fat bitch. Did it really take that long to get out of there? I feel like I didn't, but I guess I did. Whatever. Well, I'll tell you something though. I'm not playing this for longer than 3 hours, so if the 3-hour mark comes and I still haven't beaten this, I'm out of here regardless. I'm not gonna play it for more than that. Like, yeah, it would be nice to beat this now, but if it doesn't happen, I don't care. Can't be asked to care. Didn't mean to double jump, though. If I didn't double jump, I probably would have died regardless to the waves. If it wasn't enough for his patterns being so shitty, he also has an extremely gigantic hitbox. You know? See, at least this guy, the arrow guy, he's an annoying piece of shit, but at least he's tiny. But no, the other guy is like twice the size of any of the other guys. On top of having the shittiest attacks of the bunch. I mean, this one, all things considered, the only thing that makes this guy hard is the run at the end. If you haven't been able to already get past him when he's gonna do the run, you're most likely dead. If you're past that, it's okay. But this asshole is annoying no matter where he is. Like, him being on the screen is already an assault to the senses. I hate you so fucking much, dude. I really hate you. Like, at this point, I feel like I even have made a peace with the arrow guy. Like, now I'm not even thinking the arrow guy is that annoying. Like, now all of my hatred is on the fat piece of shit. That guy, if he wasn't there, well, I would have already won easily, but I mean, if he wasn't there, I feel like this fight would be better. This guy wasn't a thing, I wouldn't be so salty. Final attempt. Final attempt, and then I'm done for today. Because otherwise I'm just gonna get more salty than I should. And that's not good. Not good for your health. Okay, I'm just gonna do one more attempt. And then that's about it. Now that I think about it, I think I just understood what Wasabi mentioned about the water putting out the fire. It would be nice if it put down the ground fire. That one will actually make sense. It doesn't. Oh, the fat bitch is here. Oof. And on the attempt that I actually said that was gonna be the last one, it actually happened. And yeah, I know why it happened. Look at the amount of deaths. We got the lucky 7. Like 777, of course we were gonna win. We got luck on our side, and that's the thing. In a boss like that, if you are not lucky, you're gonna die because the RNG is out of control. It's what I keep saying, and check RNG is bad. If you're gonna use RNG, make sure that it doesn't end with like this much chaos, right? Like with so much things that are not really controlled, that are basically something that if you don't get lucky, chances are that the difficulty is so high it's near impossible. But if you do get lucky, then the difficulty is more reasonable. Like that should never happen. So yeah, and check RNG is trash, but the lucky 7s are not, so hey, good shit on the lucky 7s. That being said, I'm out of here. And as I say, I'm not gonna play this tomorrow, I'm gonna play something else. I will finish this game eventually, but I mean that it won't be tomorrow, it will be another day. Like tomorrow will be time to do something else. But I guess you can see the reason why I haven't played fan games in 10 months, because this is what they make me feel. It's a very negative feeling, you know? So yeah, don't like it, I'm not a fan of it. Threaten to quit to make the game let you win. Yeah, there's that, but I think that here it wasn't that, it was the lucky 7s. The lucky 7s were the ones that gave me the win, as I said. And such an RNG infested fight is what you need to win, pure luck and nothing else. So anyways, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with another game. So have a good one and take care.